I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here.
So yeah, what should our topic be?
I had an amazing idea. What is a moment in your life that you would like to just happen over and over again? You would like to re-experience that moment as much as possible.
Thanksgiving dinner, 2019.
Really? That like a moment in particular, that's your moment. Thanksgiving dinner 2019. What happened 2019 Thanksgiving?
It was everyone was there. It was a great time. We were just talking. It felt like everyone was really connected. And ever since COVID happened, like we only had like a couple people come over for Thanksgiving since. It was great. Yeah.
I would have to go with yesterday. Honestly. Yesterday, when they were announcing the awards, and I got overall student of the month. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a huge deal, and it really isn't. But it was in front of, a 7th grade and an 8th grade class. Both very big, like, we have, very big grades, Like, a lot of people in the grades. And a lot of people were cheering me on. And, people I admire and look up to and respect a lot were all kind of surrounding me at the time. So, being, one of the ones out of that group to just be called out to, have something like that.
Another great feeling was when I made that amazing joke. When we were eating that pizza on the DC trip. That's the thing, is I like to be just around the friends and just be, like, talking and having a good time.
I remember the joke with the pizza. You just took, like,
Did you get this out of the girls' bathroom? What the It's kind of like a double-edged sword, because, it's my greatest feeling, and it's kind of like my worst fear, It was awesome to have everybody there, but, like, it also, once I take a step back and I look at everything, sometimes, it can be too much.
What's one moment in your life? This is, actually the opposite of that last one. One moment in your life that you would never like to experience again.
Whenever I'm feeling bad, whenever I'm feeling down in the dumps, and everybody's like, like pointing at me, like, what's wrong? I know they're only trying to like help, but man, when I'm upset, like today, it just makes it that much worse.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? Something that's just like made you feel really awkward, like in general.
So, again, I portray myself as kind of confident in kind of, knowing what I'm doing most of the time. And so in band, every time I have to do a solo, and I mean this always happens to me, every time I hit a solo, my instrument suddenly stops working. And I know it's not the instrument, I know it's me, but that's what it feels like. Every time I do a solo, like today when I was doing my exam, together I had like perfect sound, my pitch and my tune were great, but the minute I hit my solo, it just sounded terrible, and every time that happens, I'm super embarrassed about it.
I'm talking about like on a life scale, though. I mean,
there isn't much more embarrassing than that. That's the most I've ever felt embarrassed, man. I don't do much out of school.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Most summers, I'm just kind of at home.
I want to do a lot this summer. Most summers, I'll just sit at my house and be just bored and do nothing. And then school starts again. But I really want to do stuff this summer. I have a lot of plans.
Yeah, so do I.
What do you want to do?
So, marching band is going to be taking most of my summer. But for the couple of weeks that I am alone, I'm planning on like going places like with friends, because I want to do stuff with friends, and I want to do stuff with my family this year, and I like having that feeling of having people around.
My most embarrassing moment is the DC trip. I got lost at Arlington National Cemetery. So, first, we were in the Women's Memorial area. First, I went to the the cross guards. The cross guards, is that what they're called? Like the crosswalk
You know, like
guards?
the entrance.
Like the crosswalk people.
No,
The people that
you
the crosswalk people with the light green vest on. And I
Okay.
talked to all of them, and they were like the nicest people ever, right?
Mhm.
I talked to them, said, "Hey, did you see my group?" So I went to my bus driver, try to get Mr. Jules' contact, try to get in contact with him, and then I went to the police. I did all of the right things, basically. I did everything right. So I went to the police. They lead me over, and everybody is waiting in line for me. They're waiting in line so that they can see me get out of the police car. The guy keeps joking that I get arrested. So it was just horrible. Yeah, I would never want to relive that experience again, dude. We always have a lot of notable things, life-changing, but some just notable that happen in our life. What are some of those just notable things that happened in your life that didn't make like a life-changing, world-turning impact that changed your, worldview, but made a notable impact on you, and it kind of changed your perspective a little bit?
I don't know, Jeremiah in the 4th grade. He would, because I was kind of alone. I was kind of a nerd in 4th grade. I always greatest years, but without Jeremiah, I really couldn't have started it. I couldn't get it going. I was kind of by myself.
I get it, like get your social life going and stuff.
Hmm.
How did you meet all your friends? Like, what is the differences between
Well,
how you met your
first
friends,
of
and what
all-
does that tell you about them?
I remember this pretty crystal clear. Me and how we had to get into a line when we wanted to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Or
I
took
remember.
turns going into the bathroom. Well, it was one of those times when we were out in the trailers. We went to go out to get to the bathroom, and me and Lance, we started talking and talking, and we didn't go into the bathroom. We didn't do that. But we just kept talking, and and I was like, hell yeah, sure. Yeah, it's kind of cringy, but that's exactly what I was thinking.
I get
That's
that.
kind of cringy,
I
but
was always one of
whatever.
those kids. I wouldn't use the school bathroom, so when we'd line up, I mean, this was 6th grade too. We'd line up, and then we would go to the bathrooms, but take a bathroom break. But it didn't really matter because I never used the school bathrooms. Not enough privacy, Especially because they always sit in 3 people at a time.
Yeah.
But
You a loud pisser.
I'm not. I have a steady stream. I have this friend Cole, and I met him on the bus, and I was wearing this sweater. It had the TF2 logo on it. It was the red team. Well, it wasn't the TF2 logo. It was the red team. There's the red team and the blue team. I had the red logo on. It just said red with a bomb because that was the logo of the red team. And
Yes.
it was really cool because he knew exactly what that was. He was like, "Oh, hey, is that TF2?" And that's how we kind of met, because nobody in my school played TF2. It was just me, from what I at least knew, and Cole. So we found that thing in common, and we kind of just explored with other games. We would play Lego Worlds and stuff. It was fun, dude. Split screen. Do you remember split screen games?
Yes.
Dude, I loved split screen games. I don't know, it was just fresh and new for me, because I'd never been to a friend's house before since after that, or before that, I mean. What's your favorite type of guy? Your favorite type of person, you see that person and you're like, man, I wish I was more like that person.
A person that kind of puts their duties before making jokes or having fun.
I think
Business first.
I think that's a reasonable take, because that's an important trait in somebody, because procrastination and doing all the fun stuff first and not just getting done with the hard stuff it's obviously the harder choice to make, but it's the right choice, and that's a respectable trait in somebody. So yeah. I'll have to agree with you. Yes.
But lucky.
I think, however, my favorite type of person is more reserved. Out of what you would typically see. So, out of the typical jokes, out of the typical norm, kind of their own person with their own opinions, but also obviously, dutiful, like doing what they need to do before what they want to do, and reserved, respectful, and just a kind person who's always willing to just be kind. I mean, not even go out of their way to help you or anything. Just be kind. They're just kind people.
Be kind, huh?
I think kindness is one of the biggest things. I think that's one of them.
Alright, see, I gotta go, and that's so weird. Alright, see ya.
No. See ya, man. Have a good day. It was a good talk.
See ya.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody